back to my YouTube channel. So today is day 10 of 100 days of coding challenge, and today's problem is max consecutive ones. So in the given array we have to find the longest sequence of 1, and at the end we have to return that max consecutive ones is like 3. In this array it is 3. So we are going to see the brute force and then optimize solution, and after that we are going to solve in a LeetCode. So for the max consecutive terms, the basic brute force idea that will come in our mind, like we will take 1 and then we will count, and again they will take 1, then again talk. Basically we will try all the possible values, like here we are going to use two loops. First loop value will be count, each time it will count, and it will update our maximum count. So basic idea will be like for each index I in the array, start counting count and scan forward j is equal to I to end. If you keep seeing one increment count, if you hit 0, stop and break. Means what we will do, first we will take this I is equal to 1, I is less than n times. So each time from here to here we will scan, and each like first time, then again from here second time, third time, because we are going to see if it is anywhere between the 0 will come, we will break that inner loop and we will come out from the inner loop. So now you will not get understand the clear picture. We will see the main idea with the coding implementation, and then we will see the visualization example. Like I will show the visualization example here. In the given array, suppose the starting index is 0. Fine. So nums of 0 is 1. So here what we will do, we will going to maintain our count. So if it is count is equal to 1, again num of 1 is equal to 1, the count is equal to 2. Again it count as 0, means it will break inner loop and it will update max count is a 2. Again the second times that I loop will become 1, and from there j is equal to also 1. So from there it will count 1, again it is 0, break. So starting index I is equal to 2, when 2 means j is equal to also 2 till the end. At that time starting 0 means it will break. So like that it will work. Let me code and then I will explain you better way. So in this brute force we already have a main method. In that we have taken an array and we have calling the main method, and here we are passing the array. So we already given the max value as, if it is nothing we will return 0, if it is there then we will return the values. So what we will do, like first we are going to loop outer loop, int I is equal to 0, I is less than nums of length I plus plus. Then what we will do, each time we are going to maintain one counter that will count our current streak of the 1. Fine. Now here what is the basic idea, like first it is 0, then 0 to till 0 to I is equal to 0 to I is equal to till the length that j will go, because here the counter will scan the j is equal to I to end. For each index the j will scan till I is equal to, j is equal to I to end, and we will keep seeing the increment of I. If anywhere we will find 0, we will stop and we will track the maximum of maximum number, right? So here what we will do, now we are going to write our second loop for j, int j is equal to I, j is also less than equal to nums of length j plus plus. So here what we will do, if of nums of j is equal to 1, at that time we are going to count plus plus, and at the same time we are going to update our max count that is a variable is equal to max dot max, and here the max, here the value is max count plus count. And suppose if it is not equal to, then at that time we can break this inner loop and we can come out. So we have done the coding, we will try to run this one. Fine. So we are getting the result 3. Let me explain you once more with the brute force approach what we did. So main idea, we will going to scan for each index in I in array, and then we will count each, we will declare the variable count that will count the value of I from j to I. If in between whatever one is coming, we are increment the value of count. But if we are hitting 0 anywhere, we will just come off the loop. Means what will happen, we will going to scan I time, I is equal to 0 to till the length, and in the between we are declaring the one count, and from here we are scanning j is equal to till end. So whenever we are getting j is equal to 1, we are just counting and updating our max count. But if we are encounter in between 0, though it will come break and it will come out this inner loop. It will come out of this inner loop and it will again take max is equal to count is equal to 0. So this is the brute force approach. So let me explain with the visualization. Here it is given nums. So what happened, starting at index I is equal to 0, here I is equal to 0, at that time count is also will be 0, and here it will go j is equal to 1 and 1 is less than equal to nth, true. So here what we'll do, if and j is equal to 1 1 means yes, and j is equal to 0 is equal to 1, that count is equal to become 1. Again j is become 2, so 1 0 and 1, again 1, n of 1 is also 1, yes, then count will become 2, and again j plus plus, then j is equal to become 2. So in that case nums of 2 is 0. So what will happen, it will not go to if condition, it will go to else condition, and it will come out of this inner loop. So when it will come out, at that time max count is 2. 2 and 1 both, it has a 2, it has a 2, right? Then I is equal to 1, I plus plus, so I is happen 1. So now again j will start from 1 to till 5 6. Fine. So again it will start j is equal to 1, so nums of 1 1, okay. Again nums of 2 is 0, again it will come out, then max count 2 of 1 it will take, as we know that max count is 2 and 1, that is 2 only. Again j is equal to 3, so it 3 4 5, each time we are getting 1 1 1, so count will become 3. So at the end we know the max is 3, so here index 3 to 5 will have continuous 1, so the maximum is 3. So here the time complexity is O of n square, because we are using 2 loop to traverse, first this one, second this one, and the space complexity is 1. So now we will see the optimized solution, how we are going to optimize this one. So to optimize this one, we are just try to remove one inner loop, and we will just use in the same way. So this one only I will copy in optimized solution, I will paste here, and I will try to optimize here only. So what we will do, we will this for loop, outer for loop, we try to remove, fine, and count, here we have used count. Now what we will see, now this we achieve. Now j is equal to 0, j is less than n, j plus plus. So instead of j is, we will take j as a starting, j is equal to 0, nums of j length j plus plus. If a of j is 1 1, then count 1 max. But here what we will do, instead of using break, we will going to have count equal to 0. So the main fund of this main idea, we will going to have a count. The count will take the track of current streak of ones, and max count will store the maximum number. But if nums of is equal to 1, we will going to increase the count. If it is, if anywhere nums is equal to 0, then we are also going to make count is equal to 0. Count is equal to 0. So okay, so see, I am done the coding, almost we have done. So whenever we are counting j is equal to 1, we are just count plus plus, and also we are updating max. So whenever we encounter the 0, at that time what will happen, the count will become equal to 0, but it will not affect our max count. Max count will be having the max value store. So we will try to run this one, and we will check whether it is working or not. We are getting some error caused by java.lang not found. Java.lang not found means what is that? Could not find or load main. Find max consecutive ones. Find max consecutive ones. Here nums is passed. Then public static int, we are passing the value nums. Nums here it will store count mint max count in j is equal to 0. J is less than nil. Fine. Again we will try to run this one. Clear. Yeah, we are getting the result 3. So what is happening here, in the optimized solution we just remove the outer loop, and instead of breaking we are just making our count value 0. So I will explain you with the visualization what will happen. Suppose in step 1, nums of 1, nums of 0. Nums of 0 means step 1 the nums value will be 1. So here the 1 is equal to 1, then count is equal to become 1, and max is also become 1. Again when step 2 will come, again in step 2 our given array having 1. So what will happen, again count will become 2 and max count will become 2. Fine. Now in step 3 we having 0. So what will happen, it will go to else and it will make our count 0. So in this case max is not affecting, max is still 2, but our count becomes 0. So in step 4 it is 1. So when it will come to 1, then again our max count is 0, so it will become 1, and max count is still 2. Now again in step 4 we having 1. So what will happen, again count will be increase 1. So initially it is 1, then it will become 2. So count is here become 1, and here 0, and here count will become 2, and in this count is 2 and max count is still 2. So in step 6 we having 1. So in step 1 count is pointing previously 2, so it will become 3, and maximum of 3 comma 2, which is the maximum 3. So max will become, our max count is become 3. So here the max count is 3. Now step 6 means only the 0 to 5 means 1 to 6 steps will, because we have given the 6 only 6 element in the array. Fine. So this is the max consecutive ones. I will try to explain you once more what we have done in a brute force. So in a brute force we try to check in each steps, we are checking, and then we are making our int count is equal to 0. So we will go, first we will go to 1 to n, then in between we are declaring count variable that will check streak of 1. If anywhere we will hit 0, we will just break and we are going to update max count. But what we did in optimize one, we have declared two variables, that count and max. Count will keep the record of current one and max count will keep the record of maximum longest streak. So whenever the count will encounter the 0, whenever the value num of I encounter with the 0, at that time we are making our count is equal to 0. Fine. So in this, our time complexity is n and space complexity is 1. So now we are going to solve maximum consecutive in a LeetCode. So what is that? Here also same thing. So what we are going to do, we have same we were going to use with the optimize one. So we are going to maintain two variable. First is max count and another one is count. So max count will keep the track of maximum record and C will keep the record of current one. So int I is equal to 0, I is less than nums dot length I plus plus. So what will happen, we will check here nums of I, if it is equal to 1, what we are doing, we will just C plus plus max C is equal to mat dot max. Here what will do, max C comma C. So if it anywhere, if we encounter with the 0, directly we are making with the 0. Fine. Now we are going to return the value max C. We try to run this code, whether we are getting the result or not, we will check. Yeah, we passed all the test cases. So we will going to submit. So yeah, we are able to submit. So we have successfully completed this challenge, day 10 of max consecutive ones. So hope you like this video. Please do share with your friends. Thank you for watching this video.